Hi everyone, I'm Janneke and welcome to my channel Books and Stitches, where I sometimes talk about books and mostly about CrossStitch, though it has gone a bit more even. My goal is to have that even, but this is a Flosstube video, as you could see by the title. This is just my regular vlog style video. If you're new here, I have 18 projects, I think, 8 of which are my main rotation that I rotate through and 10 of which are associated with a game stitching. Throughout each video, I will work on 2 or 3 of my main projects and then do 1 round of the game. So that is what will happen this time as well. So starting with my main rotation, usually I randomly pick one. Right now, we are gonna work on Festival in Cappadocia because I was away for a bit and this was what I took with me and started working on. So I have started the rotation technically, but only like a few hundred stitches, and the goal for this one is 1500. So there's like at least 1,000 more that will be put into this. Oh, did I showed you what it would look like finished, right? I'm not like in the best place mentally or physically, honestly. So I will try not to cough on camera or cut it out, but I might forget. And also I'm a bit scatterbrained. But yeah, this is what it will look like finished. This is a Riolis kit. I'm just using everything that came in the kit. The original artwork is by Julia Gefrelina. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but that's fine. I have family in Cappadocia, so when I saw this, I was like, oh, I have to stitch that. I want something that reminds me of that. So yeah, this is a Riolis kit. I don't know if all Riolis kits do this, but all the ones I've worked on so far do. So it uses a wool thread instead of a cotton. I don't love that. I don't mind it too much. It just always takes some getting used to. So like once I've gotten used to it, it's fine, but it always takes like a couple hundred stitches to get used to. But this is my starting point. When I finish my stitches, I will pull it out of the hoop and show you the full thing. But yeah, this is where I will be focusing. And I think I'm at like 40%. With just the cross stitching. There is some back stitching, but only like a little. So I'm planning on just doing all of that at the end since it is very little back stitching. But let me open it on Pattern Keeper so I can actually tell you a percentage for the cross stitches. Yeah, I'm at 38.82% right now. So yeah, this will get like a little over 1,000 more stitches to reach my goal of 1,500. And then we will randomly pick the next main rotation projects. And I think that's it for this clip. Hopefully in a future clip, I will be like more myself and able to tell you more things. But for now, I just wanted to start this video so I could get back into stitching because I haven't stitched the last like week. And I've been kind of like putting it off. And I think it's partially because I needed to film a video for it, but also I've just not been like in the right place. So I've not been wanting to do anything. So I've been playing a lot of video games just because that's the easiest thing to like get lost in and not think about anything else. But I want to get back into reading and stitching because those are my 2 favorite hobbies. So that's why I'm filming this video now, even though I'm not feeling great, because I think it will motivate me to actually get back into it and start. So let's hope it does do that. And I had another coughing fit. I think I clicked pause quickly enough, but if it looks like weird, that's why I just had a coughing fit. We're gonna end this clip now and get to stitching because I keep having those coughing fits. I've had them for like a month now. I called the doctor yesterday and they said like it can easily last like 4 weeks. So let's wait another week or 2 before you come in. Unless something like changes, of course. But, oh, it's so annoying. I'm pretty sure there's nothing serious going on. It's just the cough won't go away no matter what. Like, I was sick like 4 weeks ago. And then everything was fine other than the cough not going away. And now I feel sick again. So, like, what's up with that? Anyway, I'll get some stitching in. And I will see you once this is done. Hi everyone, it is now October 5th and I finally finished the 1,500 stitches on my kits. It took a while. I've not really been stitching a lot. I've just not been feeling well. So I'm trying to get back into it. Today I actually managed over 300 stitches, so I'm super happy with that. My goal is always 300 stitches a day, but the last like month that hasn't really happened because I've been ill for like the last month, but I passed through a coughing fit again. Pretty sure that looked really weird beforehand, but I know I'll probably forget to edit stuff out, and I don't want you to have like to listen to like a full-on coughing fit. But anyway, I will show you my stitching tomorrow morning because it's late and the lighting is terrible. But I wanted to pick my next project already, so that tomorrow morning I can like grab it on the way to my couch. So let's shuffle my cards. Everything, if you're familiar with my projects, everything other than Sabrina is still in here. Sabrina is the only project that I have worked on already for my main rotation this time around. So that is Emails I Consent. And we're working on my Mermaids of the Seasons. That's exciting. I think this will finish the cross-stitching and maybe even get started on the beading, which is kind of scary, but yeah, let's try that. That's kind of exciting and scary at the same time. I do really want to do that, but I've only ever beaded once, and that was on like a male kit on plastic canvas. I've never actually beaded anything on fabric before, so I will get the cross stitching done first, but I think that won't be the full 1,000 stitches, but we'll see. I'll get started on that tomorrow and I'll update you then. First, I'll show you what I've worked on Festival Cappadocia and the starting point and everything tomorrow morning when there is actual light outside. See you in a few seconds. Hi, it is now the morning, so we have some natural lighting, not a lot, but some. So I figured I would show it to you now. So this is 1501, I think, stitches added to my Festival Cappadocia. I focused in here. I finished this balloon, and it is a bit on this balloon, but mainly I focused on this one. So yeah, this is what it looks like right now. I really like how it looks. I feel like I finally got in a groove towards the end, so hopefully I'll remember what I did next time I worked on it and get in the groove right away. But yeah, this is what it looks like right now. I am really loving it, especially from far away. From close up, I don't really like it that much. So when it's in a hoop, I'm like, what am I even stitching on? But then when you pull it out of the hoop and look back, it looks like really pretty. So that's that one. And my next focus piece is Mermaids of the Seasons by Bella Filipina. It was a sale they did, I think 2 years ago now. So yeah, I have a little bit of the hiccups. The paper barely fits in my project bag, but this is what it will look like finished. I have the words in Dutch on my actual piece, so that looks different, but other than that, it's just as called for. And this is where I'm at right now. So yeah, almost all the cross stitching is finished. I am working on the autumn one in her hair that isn't like fully finished yet, but I think it's like super close to being finished. So I will focus on that, but then after that, it's time to start backstitching and beading, which I will probably start at the top, I think. That makes the most sense, so that I won't like continuously hold it. I don't know. That's what I've heard other people do. But other people also tend to start at the top no matter what, and I tend to start at the bottom usually. But I think with beading, it probably makes sense to start at the top. So yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. But first, we need to finish the cross stitching on autumn. But yeah, that's really close to being done. So I definitely think I will start beading and backstitching this like 1,000 stitch rotation, because I would be shocked if there were 1,000 stitches left in her skin and hair, because like it's so close to being finished. There is this thread still hanging for her skin, but like it's so close. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be working on, and I will show it to you after my 1,000 stitches. Hey everyone, it is now Wednesday and I have done 730 stitches on my Mermaids piece and I am done with it. Not like finished, but I just don't want to stitch on it anymore. I am getting really annoyed with beading, and I keep stabbing myself with the needle because the needle is a lot sharper than my regular needle. So I finished 2 of the 4 mermaids, and I figured that's a good stopping point, and next time I can do the other 2. So this is what they look like right now. And I finished spring, so you can see all the beads in there. I don't know how well they show up on camera, as well as autumn. I don't know how I feel about beading. On the one hand, I really like the shininess of it, but on the other, I don't know if I like the 3D-ness of it. Like, I don't know if I like that they like pop up higher than the stitching. So I don't know if I'll do another piece with beads or not. I definitely don't think every fancy lady I do will be having beads. Ariel, that I'm doing my Make It Pink design, I've replaced all the beads with Krynic, and I think I like that better. So I think usually I will probably do that. That's especially the case with like these really big red beads in here. But even the tiny ones, I'm like, why is it not just flats? But I do like how shiny it is, and I do like feeling it. So I do like putting my hands over it and like feeling it. So that's obviously not the point of cross stitch. You want to have it like on the wall and not touch it. Like, I think touching it is like the opposite of the goal, but I do just want to keep going over it with my finger because it just feels nice. But anyway, 740 stitches are done on this, and it's gonna go away until next time when I will finish summer and winter and finish the entire piece. I really like spring. I like the beading in spring a lot more than I do in autumn, and I think that's mostly because I just don't like those really big beads, but that's okay. This is what she looks like right now. So like I said, she's gonna go away, and I think this is the second piece I've worked on in this video. So we're gonna pick one more main rotation piece, and then I will do some game stitching. So I need to actually watch the next episode of the mole as well. But yeah, so most pieces are in here still. I think I have now finished 2, Festival and Cappadocia, which you've seen this video, and Sabrina was also already finished with this rotation. So 5 more pieces to pick from. We're just gonna shovel and pick one. I hate making decisions, so this is perfect for me. I've also finally uploaded a Flosstube. I think I'm like 2 or 3 behind still, but hey, I finally uploaded one. I edited one this morning and uploaded it this evening. So hopefully I can keep up with that, because like I said, I have like 2 that are filmed that I just have not edited or uploaded yet. So I want to do that and like be caught up. So we're gonna work on my gift piece. Okay, that's kind of exciting. That is a piece that I'm making for a friend of mine. It is inspired by Lord of the Rings, I believe, or The Hobbits. I know the series are connected. I don't know if like this project is inspired by one in particular, but it is Hobbit Home by Maya Stitch. I will show you what it will look like tomorrow morning when I actually start stitching on it, because it's too late to start now. So I will grab it and show it to you tomorrow morning. But that is one where I'm gonna be backstitching. So I'm kind of excited about that. I really do enjoy backstitching, and that piece has like really well done backstitching as well. Some pieces you have to pierce the fabric and it's really annoying, but that one, it's like really nice. Usually there are like a couple of places where you do have to pierce the fabric, but most of the time you don't. So yeah, I will show it to you tomorrow. I'm kind of excited to work on that. I think the 2000 stitches, I don't know if there are that many back stitches in the section I'm working on. So I might also move the hoop and show you a new section, but we'll see tomorrow when I actually start stitching on it. But that should go quick. This project usually goes quick. So the goal for my gift pieces is 2000 stitches, which is like the biggest goal on here. My really big Disney full coverage also has a goal of 2000, but other than that, they mostly have 1000 with like 1 or 2 that are around 1500. But yeah, since this is a gift piece, I really want it finished. I wanted it finished last August to give it to my friend for her birthday, but obviously I did not manage to do that. But I really, really need to have it finished and framed next August. So I know that's still like a while away, but I need to like put some effort into it. So we're gonna put 2000 stitches on it, and hopefully that will be quite a big chunk. yeah, I'll see you tomorrow and then I'll show you the project. Okay, hi. This is gonna be a really quick clip because I don't have a lot of time, but I am gonna go to my mom's tonight and I think I might end up stitching there. So I wanted to show you my starting point for the Hobbit home. So this is what it will look like finished. Um, Hopefully the quality of that is okay. It's always difficult to show with a tablet. I don't know how people do that so easily, but you can kind of see what it will look like finished, right? I am currently at, just saw it, 61.7%, and that is including backstitching because that is on CrossStitch Saga, which has an option to show backstitching. And this is my current starting point. I will show you the whole piece once this section is finished. I am pretty sure it will be finished within the 2000 stitch goal that I have for it. If not, you will see it next time, but this is where I'm at, and I am at backstitching this section. So yeah, I'm gonna end this clip now. It, like I said, really short, but I don't have a lot of time. Hi, it is now Saturday evening, I think. I did end up stitching yesterday. I haven't stitched as today, but yesterday I finished this section, so I had to move the hoop. So this is where I'm at right now. I finished backstitching it. I love the way it looks personally. So that took around 400 stitches, a little less. So there's still like a lot left to do. Okay, I thought for a minute that this was wrong somewhere, but that's just because it is creased. So I couldn't see like the continuous line, but it is correct, thankfully. But like this, it looks like it's not continuous because of the crease. My cold is like bad today. It's so weird. I have this cough that won't go away, and most of the time that's it. It's just an annoying cough that won't go away, and then some days I just feel sick like all over. I have like this horrible cold and I feel fevery. I don't have a fever, but it feels like I maybe do. And then other days it's just a cough and I don't understand why. Like, just go away already. Most of the time it's just a cough, thankfully, but the last couple of days it's been very much a cold as well. So hopefully the cold will go away and take the cough with it, but we'll see. Anyway, this section is finished and I will move the hoop up and work on that. So that's where I'm gonna move the hoop now, and we'll see how far I can get. I still need to do like 16 to 1700 stitches, so we should make a nice chunk of progress in that. That will probably all be cross stitching and half stitching, though I do not think I'll get to back stitching that section, but we'll get to that next time. So I'm gonna get some stitching in and I'll see you in the next clip. Hi, it is now Saturday morning. As you may be able to hear by my voice, the cold and coughing that I've been complaining about for like the last few weeks already has gone downhill. So now it's not just coughing, it's also like a horrible cold and a headache, and my nose is stuffed. So this is probably like not great quality, but I did finish my stitches on my gift piece. I finished it like 2 days ago, but yeah, so I did 2000 and I think 20 stitches on this. I showed you, I think, when I moved the hoop. If I forgot, then I did the back stitching of this bottom part and then I did the stitching in this part. This is not done yet, but it will go away for now. And next time I pull it out, I think I will probably finish the stitching in this part, but I don't know. I have no idea how big things are. I could look it up on my tablet, but I'm not going to. Sorry about that. I did watch the mole episodes, so really brief explanation. If you want to know it more in depth, watch a previous video of mine. I explain it like in every video. It is a reality show, a Dutch one, that I do a stitchy game based on. It's kind of like the Big Brother or Great British Bake Off stitching games that Jessie Marie does. You have different types of tokens players can earn. Every token someone earns or uses, I will do a certain amount of stitches on that project. And every time someone gets sent home, I will do 300 stitches on the project. We're in like the semi-final for season 6, which is like a really old season. But I I mean, there aren't going to be any spoilers, but it's also like 20 years old, so I don't think anyone would mind spoilers for it. But there are 4 contestants left in this episode. I'm at episode 8. One of them is the mole, who is secretly trying to sabotage everything. The others have to figure out who the mole is. There was a special token which allowed someone to go through to the finale episode without having to take the tests, and that got earned by the person who is associated with the Robins, which is this piece. I got it from Fret Geeks. It is by Cindy SD Nielsen. And this will get 200 stitches because they earned that token, which is 100 stitches, and they also used it, obviously. So that's another 100 stitches. But yeah, that's this one. This is a full coverage piece, but I'm not stitching all the white backgrounds. Also, Fret Geeks is like retiring most of their charge, I think, at the end of this year. So if you are interested in this one, you have like a month or 2, I think, to buy it. I have my eye on a couple of charts that I think I want to buy from Fret Geeks. I have them like open on my computer. I just haven't bit the bullet yet because I am horrible at making financial decisions while ill. I am way too impulsive, so I want to like purposefully not buy it yet and like think about it for a bit. And I think they have everything on until the end of the year. So anyway, I will do 200 stitches on that. Let me try and find my starting points. Here it is. This is my starting point with this piece in particular because it is full coverage and I don't like park. I just go wherever the thread takes me. I don't know if you're going to see much of a difference, but 200 is quite a nice chunk, so maybe you will. Yeah, this is my starting point for it. And then the person who went home is associated with my pumpkin patch pals, which is a chart from a magazine. I don't remember which magazine. If you're curious, it is listed in my description box below. All my projects are listed there, I think in alphabetical order. And for Pumpkin Patch Pals, it shows like which magazine it's from. Where is it? It's so small. It's like in between something. Nope, I don't see it. Did I? Okay, I'm gonna pause while I look for it. Okay, it's like 2 seconds later because the minute I paused, I saw it. But I'm not going to show you what this will look like finished because it is nearly finished. And I definitely think I will finish it with these 300 stitches. But this is Pumpkin Patch Pals. It's just a really cute, like, Halloween-y one. So I think it's actually quite fitting that I will finish this in October. This is getting 300 stitches. I don't think there are 300 stitches left in this. I don't know yet if I will use the extra stitches on a different project, like the one that went home first or something, or if I'm just gonna leave them be. I think that will probably depend on how much stitching is left when I finish this. Like if I only have to do 50 stitches, I will definitely do the other 250 on something. But if this ends up being 200 stitches, I might just skip the last 100. I don't know. But I will definitely finish this. If for somehow this is more than 300 stitches, I will still finish it because it is so close to being finished. And it's so cute. And the person is going home is now, so she won't get any more stitching in the finale. So I definitely want to finish this one this season. So yeah, that is it. I will pass through recovering fits. I'm okay. I will finish this and then I will show it to you when I have done these things. I also don't know anything about like healthcare or anything, but I want, so I believe that me being actually ill right now is a good sign because then when the cold is over, my cough will also be over because I've had this cough for like over a month. I have no idea if that's true or not. It's very possible that I will be over my cold and still have this annoying cough because I don't know why I have the cough. But I'm just going to believe that once the cold is over, so once I don't have stuffy nose stuff anymore, my cough will also be gone. No reasoning behind that. I just think that is how it's going to be. So I'm believing that and hopefully my body will listen to that. I really hope this will be gone soon. Other things, I am now up to date with posting my videos. I was behind like 2 videos. They're now all on YouTube, so you could have watched them. You could have watched them all. I'm not gonna say you have. I don't know if this is your first video with mine, or maybe you've skipped one. Either way, it's totally fine. But they are now on YouTube, so that is nice. I don't have that backlog anymore. I would like to post something every Friday. I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. Either a booktube or a Flosstube video, and then have a total of 4 videos a month. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. I'm not gonna actively try too hard yet. I think that is something I want to try once I'm like no longer ill, to like actually work on. But for now, I'm just gonna hope that is how it ends up being, I guess. I've not been reading at all this month. I am so behind on what I wanted to read. I'm also behind on what I wanted to stitch. So being ill sucks, is basically what it comes down to. But that's fine. I'm fine. I just keep telling it myself often enough, and it will come true. I think I'm gonna end this clip here because I'm just gonna complain about being sick, because that is like all I'm thinking about. So I will finish Pumpkin Patch Pals and do 200 on the Robins piece, and then I'll chat with you again. I finished it. It ended up taking 150 stitches, but it's now done. It is so cute. I think in total this is only like a little over 2,000 stitches. But yeah, I love it. It's so cute. And I think this is my second finish this year, because I tend to have like really big projects. So this like CrossStitch game is the only place I have like small projects, but because I'm doing it through this game, it obviously takes a while. But yeah, it's so cute. I love it. Since there are 150 more stitches left for like the game stitching, I think I'm just gonna add those onto the Robins piece, and that will just get a little bit extra. That's a full coverage, so I can use all the stitches it gets anyways, and then I don't have to think about what project to put them into. If this person hadn't gone home, I would have replaced it with like one of the other projects, but since the person assigned to this project went home anyway, this is the last stitching for the season on it, so just gonna add them to the Robins. So yeah, this is it. It's so cute, and the Robins will get 350 instead of 200. Hi, it is now Sunday evening. I'm really tired, so I'm gonna keep this short, but I finished my stitches on the Robins. I ended up doing like 20 extra, I think, just to finish the frets, but this is what it looks like right now. I think it's actual visible difference, which is kind of rare with this piece, but 350 is like much more than I did recently on it. And also I got this darker color started, so that I think is very noticeable. I love the way this like looks. This is the area that is finished, these like strands of hair, and it looks so good. But this will eventually be a robin. So yeah, I think it looks really cute, and that is it finished. I really struggled staying awake at the end, but that's just because I'm really tired and I'm still ill. But I did really love this project. I loved being able to work on it for a little bit more. So I think if I end up finishing something in my main rotation, this one is a likely choice to be moved from game stitching to main rotation stitching, because I think this one especially is like more fun when you do like a bigger chunk. So maybe when I finish Sabrina, that this will replace that, but who knows. The main rotation piece that is actually close to being finished. Oh, I sound so weird to myself because my ears are like stuffed for the cold. So if I sound weird or I'm like being weird, that's part of the reason why, because I like sound weird to myself. Anyway, as I was saying, the project that is actually close to being finished is Mermaids of the Seasons, but a couple of cross-stitch friends of mine that I like know through Facebook Messenger and I are going to do a stitch along next year with like the 3 or 4 of us. One of them is still like unsure if she's going to join or not, but the other 2 and I are definitely doing it. So I will replace Mermaids of the Seasons with that. That means that there's like a gap in my rotation, maybe for like a month, but I think that's fine. And then that will be like a real focus piece, like more than my regular rotation. Like I want to start every month with doing the chunk for that piece, because it's like a piece that we've decided to like try and finish in a year. So I want to like divide it into 12 parts and like do a part at the beginning of every month before I move on to other projects. that's my plan right now. I will show which chart it is once we have made the decision. It will be a Cooler Designs seasonal sampler, but we haven't decided which one yet. Not the spring one, since I've already started that, unless they really want it, because like I've not done that much on the spring sampler, so I'm fine with doing that one as well. But yeah, we're gonna do one of them and trying to finish it in a year, and I'm excited for that. So that's what I'm gonna replace Mermaids with. And then I think the only other one that is close-ish to being finished is Sabrina, but that's at like 80%. I think there are still like a couple thousand stitches left in it. I don't know how many there are total. I think there's like 6,000 or 8,000 stitches left. So I mean, it is getting quite close, but it's still like a bit. But then I think Robins might move into that spot in my main rotation. I don't know yet. Anyway, Robins is now at 4%, which means I've added 1%. And with that, I'm going to end this video because I don't know what I'm saying anymore. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully in the next video, I will get over this cold and like be more cohesive. Coherent? I think coherent is the word I'm thinking of. Like make sense in what I'm saying. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching this mess of a video. If you've watched it all the way through, I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.